Hi guys, good afternoon. Here, my name is Primus and this is Primus Learning once again with another video on a neat AWS service here, which is called Amazon Transcribe. And this video right here, guys, or this service right here is a really good service, especially for those who want to make hot gigs in the market. If you are someone where maybe there is a language barrier and you want to kind of do a transcription, you could use this tool. Also, if you have things in audio format, in videos, and you want to transcribe them to text, this tool right here is for you guys. This can literally save your life. So I'll be walking you through step by step how to transcribe videos or audios into text using Amazon Transcribe. I will show you two methods. The first method will be using the console. The second method will be through a Python script. So I will show you the two methods and walk you step by step on how this service works, right? And so this service is an Amazon service that provides high quality and affordable speech to text transcription for a wide variety of uses, right? So it has a lot of things, and you can see it gives you real-time transcription. Take, for instance, you're speaking. So if I record here, so you see I'm recording, it will start picking up my speech and transforming it to a text, or transcribing it to a text, right? You see how it's transcribing whatever I'm saying into this text right here. So this is real-time transcription. Maybe you can be in a conference call and you want your words to be recorded. You want whatever people are saying to be recorded. This is how you do it, right? So you can see it's fully recording everything that we're saying. And this is how you can really just grab whatever you're saying down, written down completely. And so guys, I'll stop this. So stop it, it stopped, and you can download your full transcript to get all the text that you did, right? So this is, it may not be as efficient as possible, but it is doing the job. It is grabbing them, it's, getting you the main thing. And this is really artificial intelligence in action, right? So if you've been hearing about ChatGPT, you've been hearing about BART, and so on and so forth, and different artificial intelligence, tools. This is part of them. This is one of them. Real-time transcription of whatever you're saying. It gets those words, get them in written format. All right. So you could also transcribe text, right? Transcribe text, full video text, audio text, MP4, MP3 text, MP4, MP3 videos and audios into text. You could do that. So that's what I'll be demoing to you today. And of course, you have custom language models. You could bring your own models and use them to transcribe, or train them and use them to transcribe and do other things. You could give it some particular vocabularies, create vocabularies, and put it in your toolbox, and so on. So it has a lot of services here. Even Amazon Transcribe Medical, it gives you a transcription of medical medical diagnosis and all that. Maybe a patient comes in and is talking with a doctor, it can do all that transcription for you, right? So you see, you can do really all the transcription that you need, and this is how it's recording it. This captures medical terminologies, and these have been trained. This model has been trained, and so it has those capabilities to capture medical terminologies that are used out there. So this is a really, really neat service, guys, and you want to check it out. All right, let's stop there and go back to our job. So what I want to do is walk you through the transcription job. So let's create a job. We want to transcribe a video. One of the videos we recorded for our series. So let's transcribe this video. deploy applications with Argo CD Kubernetes. This is what we want to transcribe, right? So it's one of the videos we did earlier. So let's go to S3 and upload that video to S3. You could upload it in different ways. There are different ways to upload files to S3. So we'll just use that file and upload it to S3. So let's do that right away. So you search for S3, navigate to it. All right, so we're in S3. And let's look for the bucket, prim learn. Yeah, this is the bucket where we want to upload our content. So we want to upload the file that I just showed you earlier. So to do that, we'll just hit on upload. You can do this and follow along, guys. So this has to be in your AWS account. All right, so upload this video, deploying applications with Argo CD. So we'll do that and just copy the name and keep. All right, so let's just upload this video. It takes a while because it's a 35 minutes long video or recording. So it's uploading. It should be done in a couple of seconds. All right, so it's done. So what you want to grab here is the video URI, is the S3 URI for this video. So it's a link here, this link right here. This is what you want to grab and go back and head back to Transcribe. So let's go back to the Transcribe dashboard. And in the Transcribe dashboard, you want to create a job. So you give the job a name. So let's just say Argo CD transcription. And what specific language is the text in? So you specify the text language. So if you know the language spoken in your source audio, choose this option to get the most accurate results. So you choose the source one, and the language is English language. So US English. So you could transcribe from French to English and so on and so forth. So you want to use the general model, you could have a custom model that you build yourself and you upload here and just use it. But we want to use that general model that is built out for us. You see, to use a model that you train for your specific use case, choose this option. This model has fewer configuration options than the general model. So we're using the general model, which is built by AWS. So want to put a bucket location here where the file is. So this is where the file is, right? Yep. You could search from here to go to the file, but short form, you just put it that way. And these are the various formats, the valid formats that it would accept. It will accept MP3, MP4, FLAC, AMR, OGG, and WebDisk. So these are the formats of video or audio that it would accept. Then output data location type. It would send the data to an S3 bucket. The output will be removed after 90 days when the job expires. So that's what it tells you. And we don't want any other thing. We look good. Let's go to next. These are simply settings that you can do to have a more refined kind of transcription. So audio identification, choose to split multi-channel audio into separate channels for transcription. So it splits your audio into different things. Alternative result enables to view more transcription results. So you want to kind of get alternatives so that you see which one is best. And then PII reduction. So if you have, let's say, model, call it personally identifiable information, right? So this is what PII means: personally identifiable information, such as you want to redact, you want to cover, you want to remove all addresses, any mention of phones, any mention of names, any mention of social security. So you see, and all of that, it will remove those ones. And vocabulary filtering, it can filter particular vocabularies, like maybe you use some words inside the text that are abbreviations, for instance. This will not know. So in that case, if you do this, you want to choose the filtered vocabulary that you have, but we are not creating any vocabulary. For instance, you could create a vocabulary called IDE. It will not necessarily understand IDE, but if you create the vocabulary ID and put the meaning, it will then understand what you were referring to. And so once you've done this, you are ready to go. You've defined all your parameters. You are ready to go. Just create a job. So this job is scheduled. It's in progress. It will run for a little while, and you have your data transcribed, guys. So let's give it a moment. I think it should take a few minutes here, maybe about a minute or two. So let's give it time to transcribe. You remember the video, or the audio that we uploaded is about roughly 35 minutes long. So it takes a little while. So I'll pause this recording and come back as it just completes. When it completes, I'll just unpause and we continue from there. Hey guys, so it completed running. It took about a minute or so. It was not long. Yeah, so the transcription is completed and you can view your transcription already. So this is what it looks like, guys. So you see the video. This is the video about Argo City, and this is how I started. Hi guys, good afternoon and welcome to this session. My name is Primo Vec. It doesn't capture my name very well, and this is Primus Learning, kicking off yet another video here, guys. So you see, it really is deep. It captures the essence. It captures what you need, guys. So this is really neat. This is really good. And it continues. You can download this output from here directly. I think you can download it. Let's see the download section. All right, download script. So you can download it. The other part will be in JSON. It will basically be in JSON format. So this is the output. You can get it right here, and then just clean it up a little bit. So this is how it would look. It's coming up. Let's open it up here. This is how it will look, the upper section, the down part. So it starts from here. You always have to see it this way. And then it starts from hi guys here. You see the rest are JSON format things. So what you could do is just grab this text right here. Let's do this. And just remove the sections that are not necessary for you. You grab the text right up to where it starts, the JSON format, right up to where you said bye-bye. So I think that's where my thing ended. So you see, this is all the ones, the one down is how I transcribe it into JSON is the JSON format part of it. So I just want to copy just the text here. Text, and voila, here, this is where it ended. I'll just copy this part. I think I did copy, and just highlight like this and remove and just paste just the text. So this is a 35 minutes lecture. This is how it's been gotten into text format, guys. How beautiful is this, guys? So this is cool. This is neat. So you could be out there maybe in a different country, and you don't understand them fully well. You listen, you go to a conference, listen to that conference, get the video or the audio, transcribe it into English language, and you get the text. That's it, right? You could literally do it. And get your text in this format, and you're good to go. This is a service that people use as well. There are a lot of people on Fiverr, on different places, looking for people to transcribe audios, to transcribe videos into really good English. this is an opportunity for you. This model that AWS uses is very accurate. So you could use it to do your transcriptions and really have a neat transcription. All right, that's it with this first method. So that's the first method that we used. So what I would do is I'll go ahead and delete this job. Let me go ahead and delete this job. So the job is done. The first method is done. Let me show you the second method, which is the most interesting one, using Python. So we'll use a Python script. So let's show you the S3 bucket again. So let's go back to S3, make sure that the data or the S3 bucket has the data that we expect to transcribe, and the data is basically that video, right, or the recording that we uploaded. So let's go to our bucket. Our bucket name was Prim Learn. So this is the bucket. Make sure everything looks good in here. And yes, we have our video or our audio is an MP4, right? So it's a video. We have a video here. And now, what do we want to do? We want to transcribe this using a Python script. And so the first thing you have to do is you note that you need Python installed in your machine to be able to run this, right? Because it's a Python script. And so I created a script, a folder here called Amazon Transcribe, and created a script inside, or a file inside, called transcribe.py. This is a Python script. And I made sure that I have Python. If you don't have Python installed, you can install it in here. So you can install it through an extension. Just search for an extension, search for Python, you see, and install Python. I also installed Boto 3. So this is a version of Boto 3 that I installed. So it's installed. Sorry. Install this Boto 3. So once you have installed those two things, you are ready to go, right? You are ready to run. So I am importing Boto 3. This is the AWS SDK for Python. Boto 3 does magic for most of the workloads, right? So this is what I'm using. And you have to define the keys that you want to use to access this, to access AWS, right? So I'm defining my access keys, my secret key. This is it defined here. And I define my region where my things are, define my bucket. This is my bucket name, so you just pass the bucket. So I will share this script. You will just replace these values with whatever values you want to use to try this out. And then the video file name. This is the video file name that we uploaded to S3, right? To that bucket up here. So it is called deploying applications with Argo CD Kubernetes.mp4. This is exactly the video here. This is exactly the video here. .mp4 is the extension. So you see it's an MP4 file here. That's why you have that .mp4. You have to have it. And then what will once you have transcribed the video, you want to store the video, you want to put the output in S3 as well. It should be named this. So mine will be named transcribed. So you could give it any name, transcribed file name. So you have to replace this with the name you want to see after transcription. So after that, you want to create a transcribe client. So Boto 3 brings with it all of these functions and stuff. So you can use this function to create a client for. So you do transcribe client, Boto3.client. So the function, you're calling your access keys and secret access keys up there, and then here is your transcription job itself. So you use that client up there, and you want to give the job name. So the job name you would see after transcription will be transcription job name, right? And then you pick up the bucket name and the video file. So you pick up that file up there, and then the format is an MP4 format, and it is you want to transcribe to the video file is in the English language. That's why you're giving the English language name. And then the output bucket name, output bucket file. The output file, it will take this file here, because this is transcribe file that it gave, right? So it's using this this variable that you defined up here and passing it in output key. So the output key is this transcribed. All right. Now it gets a while loop because it has to transcribe all through the video, right? It has to go over and over and over the video and do the transcription. And that's why you're writing this while loop here. So it will loop and loop and loop until it has transcribed all the text. Once it's transcribed all the text, it will write completed. If it doesn't complete, it will write failed. So this is what it will do. After it does any of these things, it will break off. The loop will break off, and then it will print your transcription status and the URL, the S3 URL where your job is stored, where your output is stored. That's basically what this script is doing, guys. And so once you've had this script, you have your keys inside and you have your versions of things installed. So Boto3, and you have Python installed, you can then simply go ahead and run this. And we'll run this in debug mode. So we'll just hit debug because you want to run inside this IDE here, and just hit run. Let's see what happens. So you notice that it's running. It will take a little while here. See, there is no activity here showing that there's something happening. You see it's running, currently running, no errors for now. So if you go into the AWS console now, into Transcribe, the Transcribe service, you should see that a job has been created. You should see a job created. And the job should be, remember we deleted the job that we created earlier here, right? So a new job should be coming up with the job name that we just described below. You see, it's in progress. This is a job that it's created. It just created that job a moment ago. Today is the 24th of March 2023. It just created that job 14:10 here, which is the same as 2:10 p.m. And so the job is still running. When it completes, it will tell us that it's complete right here, right? You see that this one is faster than the one, the job we ran on the console, on the AWS console. So this one is quicker. It will return output quicker than the first option that we used. So you could literally automate this process even such that when a file drops in your input bucket, an event triggers this job to this Python script to automatically run. Once it runs, it sends the output, which will be in file format, right, to another bucket. That's already, that's a business right there. You can run a transcription business and, literally automate a script like this. It gets videos that come up maybe to your website that they drop in your website, puts them in an S3 bucket, and an S3 event triggers. Maybe you put this job to run as a Lambda function. That Lambda function triggers a transcribe job, and the job transcribes and puts it back. And the Lambda function puts it back in an S3 bucket somewhere. And from your website, your user is able to download a transcribed video. Guys, that is a niche. That's a business right there for you. So go out and explore. You can use that. You have my permission. All right. So our video is completed. You see, our video transcription is completed. And this is where your output has been stored. It's been stored back in the same bucket, but with the prefix transcribe, because that is what we gave it here, right? We gave it transcribe. So let's go. You see, this job is completed as well. And the language was specific, right? Remember, we chose the English language. And so let's go to S3 to explore our video transcription. So if we go to S3, so we're heading to S3. And you look for the bucket name again. The bucket was Prim Learn. And this is the bucket. So you should have a file called transcribe. And here you go, guys. This is the file called transcribe. All you need to do now is to download this file right here. You've downloaded the file. This is the file that's downloaded. And all you need to do now is to open it up, and you can open that up on VS Code, whatever thing you like to open with. We'll use VS Code. VS Code. And here you go. Your results are the same. Everything looks good. You see, it starts with hi guys, and the same text, same thing, same transcription, guys. So you can just copy this thing here where you ended. So you ended somewhere with bye. Up here, you just copy your text, neat text here, copy it, remove, and just remove everything and just paste back your content, and you're ready to go. Your file is ready, guys. Your file is ready, neatly prepared for you. You can use it however you want. So guys, the the Amazon Transcribe service is really a neat service that you can use and really just build a small business out of this. It doesn't cost you anything to do this, right? This is literally a business that people have been doing. I was talking with someone on I think it was a meetup. This was 4 years ago. That guy was making not less than I think he said 87,000 a year from transcription using the Amazon Transcribe service, and he was transcribing it. I've forgotten the way he built that thing. And he was just doing the transcription this way, and he will correct it a little bit and make sure the language was good, give the clients, and his clients were mostly people from different countries who wanted to transcribe things in good English. He was making $87,000 a year. Guys, this is a business. You can do this. All right, I just wanted to share this with you. I hope you loved it. Please leave us your comments. I will share the script that I used for this with you guys. So I'll put this in the description section. What I will do is I will remove these keys so that you don't have these keys. So I'll just type in here, replace with your keys, access key. Then I'll type here, replace with your secret key. Then this one I'll type, replace with your bucket name. That's all you need, guys. The US East one, you can just say replace with your region. And here you go. This is the script I'll share with you guys after this video in the description section. Thanks for watching, guys. This is Primus Learning. Bye-bye.